I am rocking the Can I Have a Waters. Cam is rocking the Strawberry Mimosas. Emmanuel is rocking the coffees. And it's doing good, man. So if you haven't gotten a pair, go to shadysideup.com, get you a pair.
Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe and most importantly, click the bell so you get notified as soon as we drop a new video. Also, if you have clicked the bell, make sure that your YouTube notifications are enabled so that you get the notification. Enjoy the video!
So this is why I don't buy drinks for girls anymore. Go. All right, man, look. I've been living in LA for a long time, and I've wasted a lot of money at the bar. And I know the last story I just told, if y'all heard that story, you know, I've had some broke stories where I couldn't buy anything. But then there's been times where, you know, times have been good and, you know, you just want to live life and you go buy drinks, you take a girl out. But then you wake up one day and realize, man, that ain't amount to nothing. And if I could have those $200 nights back, might be in a better place. So this specific night, which happened probably a good 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, it put the nail in the coffin for me as to why I don't buy drinks anymore for women.
Give the whole backstory where it started.
So we got this friend. He's been doing really good in life. He's been, you know, selling Bitcoin. Stocks going up, meeting good people. So he's in a state in life where he wants to celebrate life, and he wants to bring his boys along so they can celebrate with him and get a taste of it so they can, you know, get inspired. So I'm all for that. So he's been taking us out lately, going to dinner, and then going to places I don't usually go, like spots that are called like Harriet's here in LA. And I've heard about it, but I'm not really pressed to go to these places because I know you got to buy a table and you got to come in there with a whole bunch of people, and that's just not how I move. So if I'm not like given the opportunity to go there, I'm just not doing it, right? So my guy says, the guy we know says, hey man, we're going to Harriet's. Everybody come, it's on me, drink, have fun. I just want to celebrate. I'm like, bet. So we go to Harriet's, we go in there, and Harriet's is like a upstairs lounge thing, couches, very bougie looking. I don't even think people really dance. No one's really dancing, but me and my boy Cam, when we go to places, that's all we do. Even if they don't allow it, that's all we do. And then we make everybody else dance. And then we just turn the spot into a whole nother place. You know what I'm saying? So we in there dancing, and then you could tell everyone who's not with us is like looking like, oh shit, like people are having fun in LA. So then there's these two white women who walk up to our section where we are. And one of the white women goes up to another guy in our party and just starts.
And it's a bunch of people. This is like 30 people in this
in our section. We were in Chappelle's section at Harriet's, just to put that out there. You know, it's pretty cool.
Chappelle's corner of Harriet's.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But so two white women walk up to our section. One goes straight to another dude in our party, a dude I'm not really familiar with, and just starts making out with him. I don't know if they had a conversation before. I don't know if they said hello. Hello. I just looked over as she walked. I looked over, I looked away, I looked back, and they were making out. And I was like, oh, okay. But then her friend was more like with us, dancing. Like she just wanted to dance. So she saw us moving, and then, you know, she saw this. They were playing like reggae a little bit, and you already know, like, put on a little reggae, I could bring anybody home. You know what I'm saying? You put on a little reggae, your mom coming home with me. You know what I'm saying? She see this waist wind up a little bit.
I'll make sure I never play reggae with you around my mom.
That's why I don't listen to reggae around my mom, because
she gonna come home with you.
She gonna come home with me.
Even when y'all living in the same home.
Exactly. So, she sees me dancing, we making a little connection, and we start dancing together. And eventually the security comes up to us, like, hey yo, the fire marshal's here.
Nice to meet you, folks. Fire Marshal Bill here.
Yeah, this is still COVID, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, you know, we're not supposed to be up. Can y'all have a seat? Can y'all go back in y'all section? So we go back in the section. Everybody's in the section, crowded up, waiting for the fire marshal to leave. And eventually, we just start talking. Me and the girl that I was dancing with. And a friendly girl, I could tell she was foreign. She was from another country. I would say like Germany, Ukraine, I'm not sure. One of those places. And you know, we're talking, we're having a good conversation, and then the guy who was getting made out with her friend comes up to me and says, yo, we going to the beach. And I looked at the girl, said, I think you're going to the beach. And she goes, oh, I don't want to go to the beach. I don't know him. I was like, is that your friend? I was like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know him either. So they were looking, her and her friend were looking kind of wary. And the dude peeped that. So then he comes back, looks at me again, directly at me, not just both of us, and goes, come on, bro, we going to the beach. And I was like, why is he talking to me like he know me? We just met today. But I was like, he want the friend to come so he can bag her friend. So I was like, you know what? I'm living in a time of yes right now. If something is presented to me, I know God ain't gonna give me nothing that ain't, for me. So I was like, fine, let's go. So me, her, the friend, him, and I think like 2 other people, we hop in an Uber, we go to a spot. We end up at some empty house. The dude takes a girl in the bathroom, they do their thing. Me and the other girl are there talking a little bit. By the time I realized kind of what's going on, I wasn't feeling the energy. I kind of felt like it was like a smash and dash kind of situation, which it ended up being. And that's just like, I'm down for a little smash and dash, but I'm kind of not. I kind of like to get to know my smash and dash. So it's not really smash and dash. It's like a smash and pash. Smash and passion.
A little passion.
A little passion. I like a little passion with my smash. So I told the girl, I was like, you know what? I'm going to head out. It was fun meeting you, dancing with you, whatever. So gave me a big hug. And then I look at her and she kisses me. So I was like, oh, the white girl. She kissed. I was like, oh, wasn't expecting it. But I was like, oh, okay. Like, she was cute. I was like, whatever. I was like, all right, cool. So I get in my Uber and I'm like, you know what? Going home. That was a good night. But I'm not hitting her up after this. I'm not going to worry about, trying to see her again. Then I remember her telling me she was going to be out of town. So that she was going back home on like in a couple of days. So I was like, that was a good night. Take it for what it is. The next morning I wake up, DM from her. Oh my God, had so much fun last night. Can we do it again tonight? So on, so on, so on. So I was like kind of hesitant because I was like, I don't know if I want to take this girl out. Like, I don't really know her like that. But then I started talking to some friends and they were like, bro, okay. It kind of boosted me up a little bit. Like, bro, you sure? So I was like, all right, I'm like, yeah, yes, why not? So she's like, yeah, where can we go? All this stuff. I want to go dance and I want to dance with you one more time. So I'm hearing this and it's in my head, dance with me one more time. I want to see you again. Sounds like she want to fuck. That's the translation I'm getting. Guys, I know we're not supposed to jump to conclusions, but women aren't really direct with their, advances. So they say stuff like that and you got to decipher. Sometimes it might be right. Sometimes it may be wrong. But I'm just like, oh, she sound like she want to hook up. Like she want to see me again. She barely know me, but she was that enticed. So I was like, all right. And I'm very confident. So I was like, yeah, why wouldn't she? So I set up this, like I literally go home and I look up all this stuff. Because in LA to go out, like either you know somebody or you got to do some research. So I started doing some research. Cause I know people, but it's like, I don't know who to know, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people, but I don't know if they know what I want to do right now. So I look up all these dance spots, and the thing I think about too, it's COVID, so it's not a lot of dance spots going on right now. Everything is like lounge, sitting down tables. So I'm like, whew, gotta find a nice spot where you can dance and stand up and not have to pay for one section, right? So I finally find this spot. It took about 4 hours of research, hit them up, made plans, set the time. We get to the spot. What happened? Oh, I met them there, right? And they were parking and they couldn't find parking. So I ended up getting in the car with them and then we found this parking lot and I didn't have any cash. So I paid for parking. I'd be a gentleman, right? And now, we're talking about a different time now. I got money, a little money. So I could say, oh, $20 parking. Pay for parking, walking out the car, feeling like a boss, you know what I'm saying? Handling business. And then another thing you got to know too, in LA, if you're going to go somewhere and they got a doorman and you don't know nobody, you're going to have to pay. You have to give a little money up. So I figured this, so I had like $40 rolled up in my hand, and we walked up to the front, and the dude started giving us that Hollywood jargon. Hey, sorry, bro. Yeah, it's kind of maxed out tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna let you guys in. Just wait right here. And I was like looking at them, and they were kind of like, They were trying to say stuff to him, and he wasn't buying it. And then I was like, okay. So I took the 40, I put it behind my ID, and I was like, hey, bro, is this ID good to get in? And I went like this, so he could see the money. And he said, give me a second. He walked off, came back. All right, usually I don't do this, but I'm gonna let you guys in. Go in there, go ahead, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Go up to the wall. There's gonna be. He starts explaining like the whole, like it's Disney World. Like you're gonna walk up the stairs. There's gonna be a door. There's gonna be a girl there. She's gonna. So they're all like, oh my God, thank you so much. They're like hugging him.
When someone says they don't usually do this, they always do this.
They always do this. And the thing that pissed me off too, the girls were telling him thank you and excited about like what he did, not knowing that I tipped the man. So we going upstairs. Oh my God, I can't believe you let us in. I'm just like, and I could have been like, you know, I had to pay, but I was like, you know what, I'll be cool about it. I ain't have to say nothing. So we walking up this thing, these stairs. It's like a side stairs to the building, right? And then we get up to the top floor, and there's this girl there, and she's like, "Hey guys, welcome to so and so. There's gonna be burlesque dancers, jazz, live music. When you go down," she's like explaining the whole thing. There's a cigar lounge, all this stuff. So I look at the girls' faces. Oh, my bad, girls. By the way, she brought her friend with her, and she told me that like right before we were getting ready to go, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring my friend with me. The one that was the night before that was making out with everybody." Well, one guy. She was like, "I'm gonna bring her." So I was like, at first I was like, me and two women, like, I'm not really trying to be no babysitter tonight. But I was like, all right, if they're from out of town, obviously she's not gonna leave her friend at home. So I was like, okay, makes sense. So it was me and her friend, right? So we in there, and the lady's explaining this thing to us. She's like, yeah, you know, burlesque dancers, all this stuff. So they're just like, whoa, oh my God, this is so cool. So then the girl opens up this door, and it's a closet, and it's closed. It's just closed. And then she pulls back the clothes, and then it's a whole club behind it. And when you walk past, it's like you walk through the clothes, and then you're upstairs, and you look down, and it's a whole club of people just salsa dancing, Spanish music playing, all this stuff. So then we walk down the thing to the bar. Then the burlesque dancer comes out. This dude is killing on the sax, the bass, drums. I'm looking at them. They look so amazed. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm getting some tonight. I was like, God got me, because I didn't even expect this. You know what I'm saying? I was just excited to find a place that let us in. All of this felt like, you know, like, wow. Like, and you could tell they were kind of like, whoa, like, how do you...
Cherry on top.
What's that?
It's an analogy for what you didn't expect. It was better than what you expected. It was cherry on top.
Oh, cherry on top. Yeah. I thought you said the Jerry on top. I thought it was like Jerry Seinfeld stand-up or something. No, yeah. Cherry on top, right? So we're in there, and I'm just like, it's like 30, 35 minutes we're there, and I'm just like, yeah, this is going to be a great night. So, you know, guess what I do? And then you guys thirsty? Yeah, you want to order some drinks, we get shots, you know, because you got money, you got little stuff like that. Just have some fun, man. Got some girls with you, just have some shots. They're with you, right? Next thing I know, girls drinking, having shots. I just see her kind of like talking to some like leaning over talking to some guy. And I'm not possessive, and we're not together. But I kind of realized like they were kind of having like long conversations. And I was like, okay, cool. So I just chilled, and I kind of talked to her friend a little more just to kill time, just to keep her friend company. So then I look over, and then her and the guy kind of like walked off a little bit. I'm like, whoa. So then I was like, you know what? Let me just walk away a little bit. Let's see what happens. So I walk away, you know, walking away, maybe she might come, where are you? Like, text me, where are you? Like one of those things. I know it's really boyish and playful, but you ain't got to play these games. So I walked away just like, okay, maybe she'll hit me up and be like, hey, where are you? Come back. I ain't get no text. Ooh. So I walked over to where they were again and grabbed my jacket, because I took my jacket out because it was hot. And then she saw me grab my jacket. She's like, hey, come meet my friend. She tried to introduce me to the dude. And I was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about leaving. She's like, are you? No, stay there a little bit. So I was like, all right, I might stay for like a little 5 minutes, and then I'll figure it out. So I went to the bar, got a drink, and then I just thought about it, and I was like, no, I'm not staying. And I closed my tab, and I walked outside, and I called my Uber. But wait, I tapped my pocket, and I realized I had the girls' keys, because when they parked their car, they gave me their keys. And I was like, I could do one of two things right now. I could go inside, tell them I'm leaving, and give them the keys and go home. Or I could take this motherfucking key and chuck this bitch. And whoo, did I want to chuck that bitch. That key was thick too. It's like one of them square keys. They just hold it right here, like a rock. Just sail that bitch. I would have sailed it with a good 40, 50 yards, right? And I was like, you know what? I've been getting a lot of good energy lately. God's been blessing me with a lot of good things. This ain't gonna do nothing for me. So I went up to the security guard that let us in, and I said, hey, you know them girls I came in here with? He was like, yeah. I was like, can you give him this? And he was looking at me kind of like, nigga, what? He was like, why don't you just give it to him yourself? You want to go back in there? And I was like, all right.
I would have did the same as security. I ain't got time to.
I know, but I just didn't want to even see them. I just kind of wanted to leave on that note, like, fuck these, I'm out now, no conversation, nothing, right? But then when I had the key, it was either chuck it and keep that same energy, or go back in, tell them I'm leaving, and explain to them, you know. So I was just like, so I was like, well, there's no room for being petty. I just gotta be a man. So I went in there. I didn't even see the girl I was kind of interested in. I saw her friend, and she was talking to some other dude, and it was all good because I didn't care about her anyway. And I went up to her and I said, hey, here you go. She saw it. She's like, where are you going? And I just kind of said like this and turned my back and walked off. And then I got in the Uber, and as calmly as I handled it, I was livid. I was like, these bitches got some nerve. How you gonna entice me to go out, ask me, beg me, make me plan something for you, and then when we go out, you just go talk to some other dude? Like, I know we ain't in a relationship. I know we just met, but there's a principle to this thing.
It's a respect thing.
It's a respect thing. It's a respect thing, man. And maybe some of y'all don't believe that. Maybe some of y'all think that, you know, hey, you guys, she's her own woman, but fuck that, man. If you go out with me, if we're on a date, I don't care how bad the date is, leave if it's bad. But don't go off with somebody else and expect me to stay there too and watch it. To me, that was respectful. So after that, I woke up the next day and I was like, you know what? You're gonna have to earn my time and my date energy. Cause to me, that money that I spend, that's pussy to me. That's my pussy. And I can't just be giving it to you like that. You gotta earn my pussy.
Never heard that analogy, but it makes sense.
Yeah, me taking an Uber, me paying for parking, me buying drinks, me paying to get in, that's my pussy. That's all I got to offer is resources and time. So if you taking that from me and not giving me anything in return and trying me on top of that, I'm sorry, man. So I don't want to use that and say it scarred me for the rest of women, but it scarred me for the rest of women. So now, women, just earn my time and let me know that you're worthy of a date. Cause y'all be like, oh, it's just a date, like just go out and get to know each other. But we can do that at home. You can come to my house. I pay for the Uber to come to my house. That's $30. I'd rather do that than go spend some time with you that I don't know, and then the next day wake up and we don't talk no more, and I look at my bank account and I spent $300 just to go out with you, and it didn't amount to nothing. I'd rather do that with a girl who I know is gonna have my back, and I won't be bad about it. I won't feel bad about it afterwards. So that's why I do not buy drinks for these girls anymore.
Well, I'll say this. You did say your lesson you got from it, that they got to earn your time and resources. I think the other thing that you could take from this story is that whenever you do find that girl, you have a hell of a spot to take her.
Oh.
Like, if anything, you got a bomb-ass spot out of this that you wouldn't have never got without this situation.
I did, for sure. And I think the day after, I went to Kentucky to make music, and all the songs I made that weekend were about them.
So you got
content.
You got content, you got inspiration, and then you got a place that you can take the next girl you really want to.
Yeah.
So you got location and inspiration.
Yeah, and that's why I said yes to everything, because God ain't, even if it doesn't turn out the way you think it's supposed to, God is still gonna put you in situations where He's supposed to be in.
It's perspective. It's right there. You just gotta look at it.
Yep.
After you calm down.
After I calm down. Yeah.
Then you look at everything. So you got the inspiration, location.
Yep.
And the new mantra.
Yep. So, but still, buddy.
All right, what comes in the box once you get it? All your retainers. I got 15 of them, so it's gonna take me 15 weeks to straighten my teeth. And I only got the top teeth because I need a bottom tooth extracted. But what's cool about Bite, they work with me, so they'll still help me with my top teeth until I get my bottom teeth situated. So I got 15
retainers all in this box. Also, got some accessories. I got what you put your retainers in, carry around when you take them out to eat, or if you out or whatnot at a restaurant, you on a date, put it in there. And I got some whitening foam to use, whiten my teeth. Also, you got the Hyper Bite, which is really cool, which cuts your time in half. If you use it every day, I think it's just for 5 minutes a day, it'll cut your treatment time in half. It's the only technology that Bite has. It's a technology only Bite has, which is really cool, which separates them from all the other competition. So I'm excited to use that. And yeah, so today is the day. I'm gonna open this one, see what it looks like. Boom. But I still get the bottom with it, but it's probably just gonna keep it in place where it's at, which is cool. But this is my first tray for the first week of straightening my top teeth. So comes with instructions. Comes with a little sticker that says the wait is over. It is time to bite. I know you can't see it. If it focus, I don't know. This is cool. Let me pop it in. And it fits. Fits perfectly, actually. Yep. And it's comfortable, too. But I gotta take it out before I eat or drink anything that's not water. So that's cool. Let me put this in a tray. So if y'all want to start on this journey, just use my code BITEDT.
So this is the story about how I got the drunkest I've ever been with my father, DJ Slice.